Alright, here we go. Alright, so started on this diva drawing, painting rather, not too long ago. And wanted to go through the process. So the original sketch I started out with is on these lower layers. Let's remove this. Just remove some of these layers. Yeah, and so that's my original sketch. Now, yeah, I'm gonna just leave the colors in place, but you know, I know that her gloves don't look like that, and stuff like that. So I've been going and making little changes. I just like the way that I drew the gloves, so you know, I may still change it. It all depends, but yeah. So you get from there to there. It's yeah. So we're making a little progress. I don't know what's up with this. I think I'm gonna end up changing or editing that or something. Anyway, that's what we got going on right now. I think it's not gonna be it. So anywho, I want to go ahead and start working on the gloves, and like I said, I may change the gloves up. I still have to do the face and the hair, and still got to do a lot more detailing in the hair headset, and yeah. Oh, and definitely dealing with a little bit more shadows, and definitely might have to work with the colors a little bit more too as well. But for the most part, let's see. Could you leave? Maybe we could leave it like it is. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is this? No, it's the wrong brush. Let's go with this brush. Let's go with that there. Nah, I'm gonna just go like that. So, what layer am I on? All right. Give it a little bit more size here. So I know that her gloves actually come out like, it has like this weird look to it. It's not weird, but it's different, and it's sort of like, was it something like this? Something like that. And yeah, her gloves sort of like that, something like that. And that's like, to me, that's like, man, that is ridiculously huge. So we're not gonna go through with that. We could we still could pull it off that way. It's just that it's gonna be a little difficult. Be like this. You just have to come back and really do some editing. Taking some of the original drawing and parts out, just so that we can get that desired look. Meaning that this will be like this right here. about like that. Maybe like that. I mean, it's not bad. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go to the lower layers. This one here. Let's try to take out that. Okay, and so then we come back and we shaping up this layer here. And I still think it looks a little weird looking, but you know. So anyway, we have to do these. We have some things to do. So let's go with colors. No, let's go back to the same color we have. I like to drop it more towards the shadows. I think I'm using the wrong brush, you know. Alright, so let's go with this brush, which is great brush. About like that. So this would be, if we're gonna make the, oh man, that is not good. So if we're just gonna do that, put these here, or rather here, go with that color. So, and this color here. And these probably be the only two that I'll keep in shadow. Bring this across like so. And we'll probably end up making this a little bit darker. Maybe just a little tad bit like that. Because her gloves, it kind of reminds me of what's the old school like Looney Tunes? How it has like let's see, the old school Looney Tunes, because it has like the white gloves. They're like puffy. They're like puffy white gloves. So now we have to worry about these shadows for this part of it. And of course we have to do the same thing that we're doing here over to the other hand. And also we have to come back and work with so I know there's like this part here like that. And so we still have to add in that little yellow spot that she has there on her gloves. I kind of want to straighten up this area right here as well. Switch over. About like that. Okay, I think that's good. Probably cut back a little bit over here. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. And if it doesn't, oh well. Yeah. Alright, so then we come in with, let's see, color. And for that is probably, so you get bright. It's not a bright yellow, it's more or less like, let's see, probably this color. Yeah, probably like that color. And so it comes across something like this. Something like that. So it's a little raised up over here. Alright, so another thing that I'm not end up doing, of course, is a little bit like that. There we go. Alright, I think that looks good for that. Alright, so let's drop to the lower layers again. Get rid of some of these other parts here. There we go. Look at, we're shaping up over there. And then drop down again to this layer. Let's see, like that. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Alright, let's go back to the line layer. Right, okay, it's blocked. Let's unlock it for right now. Alright, so let's get back to this layer, this top, well, that's not top layer, but alright, so we're gonna come back with take this color here. Let's go with this color, this brush here. So from looking at this, it's gonna be like Probably very slim to little. No highlights hitting it, but the difference, well, we'll go this way. Let's see. Okay, so something like that. Probably as much light as it's gonna get. Let's see. So it's the reason why I add that green in there is because it really would blend really well with the yellow. I tend to try to stay away from pure white for highlights because I don't think that needs to be for like literally if it's like shining directly on. And if it's like extremely reflective, if it's not really all that reflective, have no real reason to go that far for the highlight. So now that we kind of feel decent there, wanna let me check time. Okay, we're good. All right. So this yellow, take it back. See what we got going on here. We'll go with this color here. Okay, so that's good color. Get a nice blend going on there. Okay. And I think I'm not for certain, but I believe this thing is raised. And if it is, that means we need to go ahead and do some stuff with that as well. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's raised. I'm not for certain, but Let's see about that. I like to go with probably let's see, can we do for this? I mean, I could just blend it all in there like that, but let's go with this right here. Coulda, no, wait a second. That's way too big. Wait. Dang. Kind of took away some of my stuff. Okay, alright, I think that's good. So for this, it's already kind of at yellow already, so we'll just bring it this way. But we don't want to go all the way to the brightish yellow. See, give it a little bit of shine a little bit. I don't know how reflective it is, but alright, so we get this little liner here. Alright. There we go. I think that looks okay. I kind of come in with that as well over here. And then a little bit right here. There you go. Kinda. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so we still have to deal with the other glove. Editing it or adjusting it to kind of get to this level of this other glove that she's wearing. I think what I'm gonna do, hold on. I don't want to put that, I don't think I want to have it being that much. Let's try to take a little bit of that away. That's like the thing with like for me, so if I'm doing stuff like this, I'm like literally never satisfied when it comes to this type of stuff. And although something might have been, oh wait, is that my coffee? Yeah, that's my coffee. Alright, give me a sec. You fix me a cup of coffee. Just give me a sec. Ooh. Oh, and also grab my charger cord. Hold on. Alright. Charger cord. What just happened? Alright. plug this in. Over here. Okay. As far as this, I'll go ahead and get this cup of coffee. Okay, just what I needed. So, what in the world? Okay, so it's just this chair again. Alright. Alright, so where were we at? The glove, right. So we need to get this same sort of shape over there. It shouldn't be too hard. Kind of already have the color we want for that. Let's see, it's about, let's see, how wide is that? About, need to use this brush here. About, you know, we could just copy and paste. Just, it's gonna be kind of weird, but nah, that's just too much extra work if I do that. So it's probably about, let's see, about that big. Alright, let's try that. Probably about like that. Yeah, so we don't have to do much to that. And that yellow piece is actually on the inside. I mean, on the outside of the glove, so we don't really have to worry about it. Alright, so it looks about right, but let's do a little bit of sculpting of it, cutting away of it, more or less like that. Move it more over here. I think a little bit like that. Alright, so now we go to this underlayer here. Let's get that out of there. Just want to make sure we get everything that's on that under layer. one of the reasons why I don't instantly merge all my stuff together. And normally, whenever I do my paintings, like painting over line art, ooh, wrong thing. Nope. But anyway, when I normally do painting over line art and stuff like that, and going in with, you know, more definite lines, I don't I'll just paint over everything on maybe a layer or two above the line art and all the other layers, because I don't want to make a mistake, because if I make a mistake, then we have issues, we have problems. Let's do a little bit of color picking here. Now we get to... Okay, let's go ahead and get a little bit of color under there. It's like the underside of the glove. Alright, so this right here is definitely going to end up being a little bit more color involved in that. So a bit like that. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Let me check something real quick, because highly doubt it, but let's go ahead and let's take a look. Give me 1 second, people. In fact, let me go ahead and yeah. So let's go ahead and zoom out a bit, see how that's looking. I'm liking it a little bit. Want to add in a little bit more of that white though, because it wouldn't be stuck in that much shadow. I'm pretty sure that it'd be a little bit more highlight or a little bit more white showing, not that much shadow. But then again, you never know. But yeah, let me check this really quick. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is start to yeah, let's go ahead and add that white in. Actually, we'll come from this right here. We'll pick from here. I just think that a little bit of that, little bit of that light source is definitely gonna hit underneath that cuff area. So we just wanna get in here with that lighter color. And definitely come right there. Alright, so now we do the same thing we did with the glove over there. So bring that up a little bit here and use that color there. It's a nice color. Try to get a little bit of that light source on there. See, yeah, that's really nice and subtle. Probably need to shape in this area up over here a little bit more. Let's see. Just a little bit more shape over there. Alright, let's pull out. Let's see. Yeah, that looks okay. Oh wait. Alright. So go back to the color we was using. Get more or less to that yellow. Not pure yellow. You can't. Not pure yellow, but that's this very pale yellow. So we're gonna do a little bit here, add a little bit here. See, now this is, you know what, let's go back up a little bit. I actually like that, but this is, I'm gonna come back with the that liner, that smaller brush. Really get to these edges and everything, because right now this is just me blending in these colors and it's not really messing with the edges. Let's see, where is it at? This one here. And just do that a little bit, these areas here. Of course, what I think for this part here, I have this overlay layer up here. And just come in a little bit and just lighten up a little bit more. Oh, come on, thing. Alright. Turn. I don't know, I think of this area a little bit more. Just in there. Just in there a little bit. Okay. Let's see. I think that we need a little bit of it here. Because just a little bit, not much. Maybe tab it like right here in this little This little corner thing there. Maybe a little bit more right here. Yeah. Okay, I think that looks good. So the next thing I want to do is really come back and mess with what does think this the headphones a little bit, or start putting in some of her sponsors on her side of her leg. I don't know which one I want to do right now. I could let me see. I don't know. I think I'm I mean, I could just go ahead and start working on the face, but I'm not really ready. I'm not really ready to work on the face, so I'm gonna mess around with her collar a little bit. So let's see what we got. This is the color we're gonna go with. All right, so let's go with that. This brush here. Let's come back. Just give it a little bit of color to it. And definitely want to go. You know what? What about this? I don't know. This kind of has like a bluish tint to it, right? So let's take it a little bit. Take it a little bit more into the blue area. See if we can't get some deeper shadows in here. Okay, I think that looks good. We're on the, oh no, we're on overlay. Crap. I want to go on. Man, all right. Well, we'll just stick with this. We'll just stick with it. I didn't want to go to this layer. I wanted to do this on the actual paint layer that we had open. I was wondering because this was coming out a little bit darker than I expected it. But who knows? Maybe this is what I needed, you know? See what that looks. That's cool. Then it makes me kind of curious of what happens with this if we add it to this. Not much difference, but I kind of like it. Okay, what was that? Was that a email? Probably not. Yeah, kind of figured. Alright, so let's keep going. Like I said, I don't know if her collar, I mean, not her, yeah, I don't know if her collar looks like that. I mean, I've only played Overwatch a few times, and I think that's how her collar looks. I mean, I don't really pay attention too much on those details like that. But if I can bring up let's see, Diva, bring up some references, see what we're looking like here. Okay, so it's typically like that. I mean, sorta. All right. Let's drink some of this coffee. Anyway, let's get back to it. I think what I'm gonna do now is start to focus on the hair. I'm think I'm gonna do the face last. And the reason why I'm gonna do the face last is because it's probably gonna take more time. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna want to, let's see, this is the color that we have. The hair. Start with the shadows first, so we drop it to like a purplish color. I'm gonna go a little bit desaturated on that. So it's kind of like the same color, sort of. It's near to the same color. I'll say that. All right, so if you start our shadows back in this area here, so just build off of this natural cast shadow from the arm. All right, so we got that in there like so. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and get the base of the shadow in, because I have a feeling just by looking at it, we're gonna go darker. So let's go ahead and just use some of these spots. Okay, what I don't know. I like this, but I might just use a different brush. I'm about to use a different brush for this area. I like this brush. I actually made it just for doing hair. I just like the way it, you know, looks. Like, look at that. Just love it. Let's clear that up. All right. So it's gonna be a little interesting. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, so we see we have this spot here like this. In fact, let's go to the line art. And erase. Is this the, I don't think this is the layer. Where's the hair layer? Let's erase that. Back to the line art. This must be another layer. This layer must be. Here's the, let's see, line art. Okay, so from there, we're gonna definitely, switch back to this other brush. Go back to this layer here. So let's go ahead and let's give a bit more control with that. That's how I had it, like that. Is that how I had it? I think so. But yeah, like I said, we're definitely gonna have to end up going darker. There we go. So, this is not the right brush. No wonder it wasn't looking right. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let's drop this down a little bit. Yeah, so this says this brush is a little bit more, I don't know, free flowy, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and add in these shadows, darken these shadows a bit. Like that. Oh man, that is too dark for me. Okay, let's go back to the same color we had before. Let's go ahead and put in as many as these. And this is not the same color either, I could tell. Doesn't matter. We can just try to build from there. So we probably bring the shadows probably about right there. So let's go like that. Yeah, add some loose hair in there. Nice, nice. Okay. I can also say that this is one of my weak points, weakest points, because I have trouble doing hair. Cause I've done I like, okay, so if you look at my stuff, I actually like painting. It's just that when it gets to hair, I do take the cheap route out sometimes. Like, so I will a lot of times opt out of doing hair, like long, stringy hair or whatever, flowing hair, and just go for like puff balls or afro or ponytail or something like that. I mean, I can do the other flowing hair. It's just I am not that good at it. Okay, so just add a little bit more under here like that. A lot of this side here is going to definitely be in shadow, not getting much light at all. Hmm. All right, so I think we're almost ready to start going in and adding highlights. The good thing is the color that we did the line art for the hair, it actually helps us with highlights. You know what I'm gonna do? Since we did the thing with the loose hair at the bottom, let's add a little bit of loose hair up here. Yeah, that way it doesn't look too, I don't know, flat, I guess. Alright, so Diva has this brownish hair. So let's see. Let me see, make sure that I'm doing this right. Yeah, brownish hair. Oh man, this coffee is making me burp a lot. What's up with that? We could just go ahead and do the eyebrows as well. Let me see. She has like her eyebrows are like skinnier than this, right? I think. Let me see if I pull up a reference really quick. Yeah, it's like really thin looking, and she has like she has just like hair. Well, we don't have to worry about that because the. I tell you what, we're just gonna go with it, and I see some other things that I have to go ahead and edit. Definitely with the headphones, there's some things I have to do with that. It's not that bad though. I mean, I could just leave it. It's not that bad. Besides, I'm not going for an exact look for her. Like, she doesn't have to look exactly like Diva, like at every turn, you know. Is it here? Uh, where's this line coming from? Oh, okay, there we go. We got it. And I was like, where in the world is this line coming from? Alright, so yeah, highlights. I don't know why I'm dragging that out. Highlights. Let's go with let's switch to that brush again, because I don't want to have a repeat of trying to put in start erasing things when I'm trying to put things in. Alright, so what I do with this is highlights. So we have this base color here, and then so I always go up a little bit. I'm not gonna say then pull that up, probably right there. And this color is actually a little close to these lines that we already have in the hair. So let's go ahead and start putting in some of these. I don't know, not liking it already. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is work from the outside in. So let's go with start off with these lines here. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Maybe I take it a little bit slower because I know a lot of times I go a little too fast, and it's not a good thing for me because so I will a lot of times go too fast and then end up seeing my mistakes later after I've already posted to like social media. And I'm like, man, crap, I messed up, or man, I really could have, did a different color here, or this should have been brighter, or that should have been a little bit darker, you know. See, so that doesn't look bad. Let's see, I'll add a little bit more here. All right, so let's go ahead and make a loose strand there. Make it on like right there too. There we go. All right, so next part rather, is we go from, even though this is that color there, so we do the same thing where we go up a little bit more and up a little bit more. Yeah, and at this point, kind of like to drop the size of it a little bit. And you're not putting it on like every strand or everywhere. In fact, it's actually good to actually put it some places where you haven't really added any highlight and stuff like that. It just helps it a little bit more. At least I think. You know, creating that band of light that's, you know, that you'll see most times in hair and stuff like that. There's like a band of light. Depending upon how shiny we want to make it, we could actually go and do the same thing with the color that we did, where we kind of bring it up. Hold on, like so we go and then we bring it over to the yellow, more to the yellow, and then bring it up a little bit more. But I don't know if I want to take it that far yet. So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a look, see how it's looking right now. Okay, I like it. I don't know. I actually like the actually like how it's looking. It's not looking, you know, bad as I thought it would look. And that's sad to say. I think so low of myself on these things. Alright, so let's go a little bit more, work on this band up here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so let's try to bring it up a little bit. So going more towards the yellow. And add a little bit more highlight. So it's like kind of bright. It's bright. Let's drop the size a little bit more. Let's see what we get here. So it just gives it a little bit more of a highlight there. I mean, alright, so the thing is, you don't really need to zoom in this close. I just like to. Yeah, you don't need to zoom in that close. But that's what I like to do. I mean, let me see. It's not put it on that. So let's go ahead and make this loose hair here. Make that one a little bit brighter. Alright, that's probably as far as I'm going to take it on that right there. Alright, so it's looking pretty decent. So let's see if I decide to and remove the line art. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. You know, compared to how it first looked at the first SketchUp that I had, I was struggling a little bit. Alright, so let's take a little break. Gotta go get be right back. Okay, man, it's got cold in here. Let me go grab my jacket. Okay, we're back. Just throw this hoodie on. Alright. Okay. What time is it? 1:53. Okay. Alright, might have to go and get something to eat in a little bit. Alright. There we go. It's back. Alright, so let's get that line art back up here. Alright. So I guess we can go ahead and do the eyebrows. I'm really putting off doing the face, man. I'm not afraid to do it, it's just that I know it's gonna take some time. Let's see, we want to make it let's get a good color here. There we go. One thing I might want to wait a second. What color? So you go back. No. Let's pull from one of these colors here. Maybe this right here. Just one thing I've noticed from doing hair, like drawing hair. I don't know what I say doing hair, but drawing hair, is that sometimes even these pieces that are kind of in shadow, you'll see them get a little bit of light. Alright, so let's go up. But of course, it's not as bright as the other colors. And you know what? I don't know if I should have did that. One reason I say that is because that color that I just put down is a little too close to the skin tone that is there right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the eyebrows. Stop messing around. And who knows, I might do the eyes while I'm at it, right? Okay, that looks, oh, zoom out. Yeah, that first one looks okay. Okay, I don't know about anybody else, but I have problems with drawing things like, let's say if I draw it on the right side, I have problems drawing on the left, so it's best to just flip the canvas. That's like a shortcut out of that problem. And it's something because I actually forget about the whole canvas flip. And then I spend like time just constantly erasing. And just trying to redraw the same thing over and over again. Even with the eyes. Hold on, let's see. So the canvas flip. Alright, looks good, looks good. And sometimes with the canvas flip, I end up changing or keeping this picture the way that it's flipped because sometimes it looks better. Alright, so let's get back. Flip it back around. I don't know. Does it look better this way? Nah, let's just keep it the way it is. Alright. Crap, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and just go for the face. Why not? Suck it up. Just suck it up. Go for it. Alright, go with the acrylic brush and maybe that color there. Make sure we're good on battery. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so because the light source is coming this way. Oh, wait a second. Somebody is being annoying. Hello? Hello? How's it go? Hey. Hello? Ugh. I just hope. Okay, that was just weird. Somebody just trying to call me. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. And I'll pick it back up in a second. Or let me get this phone call.